So guys, do you remember the video we did here some weeks back when we warned everyone involved with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case to be alert before October 10th? We said it clearly on this channel: don't fold your arms and walk into October blindly. Petition every international body, the UN, the EU, the US, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and all of them, so they know what is happening. Family, guess what? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done exactly that. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has just petitioned several foreign missions and international organizations in Nigeria. In his petition, Kanu is demanding urgent intervention to secure his immediate release from unlawful detention, compel the Nigerian government to end his trial, force Nigeria to uphold the rule of law. He accuses the Nigerian government of holding him through unconstitutional and politically motivated rulings. Family, listen carefully. This is no ordinary petition. This is a global cry for justice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu addressed his petition to some of the most powerful nations and organizations on earth, which are the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, France, European Union, Holland, Sweden, Amnesty International, Red Cross, African Union, ECOWAS Court, Kenya, South Africa, Norway, Denmark, Japan, Brazil, Israel, Finland, and Australia. This is a strategic global move. He is forcing the world's touchlight to shine directly on Nigeria. So guys, those who have been following this channel, we said it here first. We said write it, send petitions one by one to every international body. Let them know what is happening. Let them know the games they might want to play. And today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done exactly that. This shows one thing: what we are doing here on this channel is working. Our little efforts are not going unnoticed. I need you guys to understand this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is strategic. He doesn't want this movement to spread, recklessly. He knows they are destroyers and saboteurs, lurking everywhere. That's why he's careful not to give responsibilities that cannot be handled. But this petition, this is a calculated masterstroke. He's twisting Nigeria's own policies against them, using international law to expose domestic injustice. Kanu, who is a dual Nigerian-British citizen, stated in his petition that his continued detention since June 2021 is a direct violation of Nigeria's own constitution, international human rights law, treaties Nigeria itself has signed. This is no longer just about IPOB. This is now about Nigeria versus the world. The Nigerian government is now under global pressure like never before. So guys, the world is watching Nigeria. The game is changing, and this petition has put Abuja under global scrutiny. That is why we keep talking. That's why we keep pushing, and this is why your likes, shares, and comments matters a lot, because together we are keeping the spotlight on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until justice is served. Nnamdi Kanu has petitioned 20 global powers, including the US, UK, EU, Amnesty International, AU, and ECOWAS, and more, demanding urgent intervention over his unlawful detention since June 2021. This is a global cry for justice. And this to show that we said this thing first in this channel, telling them that they should start writing letters to all these powerful nations. And it happened. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has finally did it. This shows that everything that we are doing here is to agitate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, we have been talking, we have been shouting, and now the world is listening. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has officially petitioned 20 of the world's most powerful nations and organizations, demanding urgent international intervention to end his unlawful detention. And remember, we said this here weeks ago. It has not even been long, we said it here. We said before October 10th, let every global organization know what exactly is about to happen. Now, our prophecy has come to pass. So guys, stay tuned, because I'm about to review what is bigger than anyone expected. So just like I told you guys, he has petitioned 20 most powerful nations. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is leveraging international diplomatic pressure to expose Nigeria's illegal detention tactics, trigger foreign government responses, bring international media into the case, force ECOWAS and AU to act decisively, set a legal precedent for other human rights cases. This isn't just a petition, it's a trap for Nigeria. If they mishandle this case on October 10th, the entire world will watch them fall. Family, this is the date we've been warning about. October 10th. It's not just another court sitting. It's now a global event. Kanu has ensured that every satellite, every embassy, and every human rights observer will have their eyes on Abuja that day. No more secret rulings, no more midnight game. This is Nigeria versus the world. Nigeria has been playing a dangerous game, ignoring court rulings, ordering Kanu's release, using political influence to drag the case endlessly, violating international treaties on human rights, and also silencing dissent with secretive oppression. But now, because of this petition, ECOWAS will be compelled to step in. The African Union will face pressure to act. Amnesty International will issue stronger condemnations, and foreign governments may begin sanction threats. Nigeria is boxed in. There's no hidden place anymore. Now, under Nigerian constitution, nobody can be detained indefinitely without trial. Under international human rights law, Article 9 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights forbids arbitrary arrest. Article 6 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights guarantees freedom unless proven guilty. Nigeria is a signatory to both, yet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been detained since June 2021 without a conclusive trial. This petition turns Kanu's detention into an international legal embarrassment for Nigeria. Now, remember this, not everyone smiling with you is on your side. Inside this struggle, there are political saboteurs, ethnic betrayers, and even international infiltrators. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is careful. He avoids giving responsibilities that people cannot handle. He knows one wrong move can compromise the entire struggle. This petition bypasses saboteurs and goes straight to the top. That is this. So to the US, UK, EU, AU, and ECOWAS, this is no longer just about one man. This is about rule of law, freedom of speech, and human dignity. Today is Nnamdi Kanu, tomorrow it can be anyone. That's one thing that people have refused to understand. The fact that they are doing this to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, who knows who is going to be next? So that's why you see we need to raise our voice and demand for his release. Just like the meeting they had in Enugu State, the NBA meeting that they had in Enugu State. Now, they came out and few people were talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not everybody. Not everybody talked about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were expecting that all the whole Igbo lawyers there would talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But guess what? Few people only talked about him. Like Maxwell Okpara, the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, talked about him. Peter Mbad, the governor of Enugu State, said that they should release, the best thing to do is to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So only a few people, talked about, and also Deji talked about IPOB members who have been arrested. Like they said that these people, they have been arrested for a very long time, and these people are not even associated with IPOB. So why are they, arresting them? Now, this petition is not just a letter; it's a strategic bombshell. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that Nigerian judiciary has been compromised. Instead of depending on domestic courts, he is using a bypass strategy, directly contacting embassies and global institutions, forcing international attention on Nigeria's violation, creating a diplomatic embarrassment before October 10th. This is the first time Nigeria's internal judiciary war is being internationalized on such a massive scale. The petition was not random, it was carefully targeted. United States, why he gave petitions to United States is for political pressure and possible sanctions. United Kingdom is because Kanu is a British citizen. And European Union is for coordinated human rights action. And Amnesty International and Red Cross is for humanitarian interventions. African Union is to push for continental mediation. ECOWAS court is to issue enforceable rulings against Nigeria. Then Canada, Germany, France, Japan, and Brazil and Israel is to globalize the narrative. Now, because let me tell you why Kanu is doing all this thing now, Jacob, because it's very soon now, October 10th to reach. The court session on October 10th is critical. The Nigerian government may attempt secret rulings. International attention reduces manipulation. Foreign missions will watch every courtroom move. This is chess, not checkers. Kanu is forcing Nigeria to play under global surveillance. Before now, Nigerian government used delay, adjournments, secret judicial tactics, but now, with 20 powerful nations watching, any move they make will trigger international report, attract foreign sanctions, spark massive diplomatic fallout. Nigeria is in a tight corner. One wrong move and the world reacts. Here's what could happen if Nigeria continues ignoring the law. These are possible things that may likely happen. Now, the first one is diplomatic sanctions. Countries like the US and UK could ban Nigerian officials from entering their borders, freeze international assets linked to government figures. Economic pressure. The EU and Canada could impose targeted economic restrictions, block certain Nigerian exports. ICC involvement. The International Criminal Court could open a human rights violation case, summon top Nigerian officials for questioning. ECOWAS directive. The ECOWAS court could issue binding orders that force Nigeria to release Kanu, penalize Abuja for contempt of regional rulings. This isn't just local politics anymore. This is international law. Families' Nigerian judiciary has been under suspicion for years, but this time the world is watching. Foreign embassies may send observers to court. Human rights monitors will track every ruling. Any attempt to manipulate the judgment will go viral. Judge Omotosho and others will now sit in a courtroom under global world scrutiny. This has never happened before in Nigeria's history. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in a political dilemma. If he releases Kanu, he angers powerful northern blocs. If he detains Kanu, he risks global condemnation. If October 10th goes wrong, Nigeria's image collapses what intentionally. Kanu has effectively dragged Tinubu into a no-win situation. Now, let's not forget that inside this struggle, there are political war saboteurs, ethnic betrayers, and external influencers. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is careful. He avoids giving heavy responsibility to those who cannot handle them. This petition bypasses middlemen and speaks directly to the world power. This is not the time to be silent. Here is what we must do. Share the petition everywhere, email embassies and demand human rights compliance, tag international NGOs on social media, keep October 10th trending worldwide, because when the world is watching, injustice what hesitates. This petition is not just about Nnamdi Kanu, it's about human rights, freedom of expression and democracy in Africa. If the world looks away today, tomorrow could be worse. Nigeria judiciary must choose between justice and shame. So, because this is not just about one man, this is about the future of justice in Africa. And we need to, agitate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just like I always told you guys that, we use this channel to agitate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it's not going to cost you anything to please just type in the comment section, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And also, click on the subscription button. Turn on all notifications to get all the latest news in this channel. So guys, just like I always tell you guys that the US already has two main weapons, which is what targeted sanctions, freeze assets of Nigerian officials tied to Kanu's illegal detention, block US visas for certain judges, ministers, and DSS chiefs. These are possible things that might likely happen. That is if the US take this matter seriously. Anyway, guys, that's what we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please click on the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. So, guys, thanks for watching.